Sunbelt is, without a doubt, the most professional business brokerage franchise system in the world.
And we sell more businesses than anyone in the world.
At Sunbelt, our sellers are the core of our business.
Well, at Sunbelt, I was always treated as a valued customer.
We become friends with most of our sellers out there, so we treat them like family, but sometimes we got to be tough on them like family also, and that's what you have to do.
To be honest, he seemed to know what he was doing, and so I trusted him.
I think Sunbelt was the fourth brokers that I'd interviewed, and I talked to three other people before that. I mean, quite literally, it was a 2-minute conversation on the phone, and the first thing they would ask me was, okay, send me your numbers, I'll take a look at it, and I'll let you know where we are. But what I really appreciated about Steve was he said, okay, I'm going to come to you, let's go sit somewhere and have some coffee, and why don't you tell me about your business? And, that immediately put me at ease.
With Sunbelt, I felt like they valued my time, they valued my experience.
When they're selling the business, they still have to run their business, and they need someone to step in and handle the transaction for them.
Getting from A to Z is so complex when you're selling a business, and having Sunbelt behind you is immeasurable.
One of the greatest things about Sunbelt is you're never alone.
Sunbelt can do things for clients that an individual broker cannot do for that client on their own.
Sunbelt, to me, is a network of office owners that are willing to work with each other.
There's a common knowledge base.
What you know and how you use that knowledge is something that certainly continues to allow us to differentiate ourselves from the competition.
What we would do for you is go through a lot of detail about your business, give you a fair estimate of what would it take to sell the business.
That's another factor that comes into play when you're selling a business, is that everyone believes their business is worth $5 billion, whether it is or it isn't. I would say that Sunbelt, better than every other broker that I spoke to, approach that task intelligently, and also from the standpoint of making me feel comfortable with it.
If we market their business, we're going to talk to, let's say, 50 people and present them 5 and get 3 offers. That's our objective. They may talk to 5 people in total, not screened at all, just someone referred to them. 2
of the 3, were verbal offers at an off-site location. And I thought, well, this is going to be a cup of tea, and it wasn't.
So we present to them very highly screened buyers that we think have the ability and capability to buy their company.
Well, I was very impressed with Richard's professionalism from the start. He knew the marketplace, he knew the community, so consequently I was quite comfortable knowing that he could find me the best buyer for my business.
Studies have shown that a business broker deal sells for 20% plus more than a for sale by owner, so to speak.
If I look back on what I wanted, and what Sunbelt got for me was $400,000 to $600,000 more.
We maintain confidentiality from the very first day.
I never had to worry about confidentiality, about the information getting out into the community. My customers didn't know up until the day that we changed hands.
We're fully aware of not only the business decisions that have to be made, but also the emotional trauma, basically, that you go through as a business owner to turn that loose to someone else, something you've built.
We signed papers, and the escrow company wrote me a check, and I thought, there goes my baby. So I have the time and I have the money to do the things that I want to do. I can go any place in the world anytime I want to. It's playtime.
Well, I was able to put my son, who's a freshman now in college, at a much better college than I thought I could have. That's huge for me.
What's next for me is, it's an open road. It's a pretty amazing feeling to be able to think, okay, the choices I make are really going to be generally what I want to do as opposed to what I have to do.